What's going on, guys? It's your boy Ruth Fade, and I'm here to talk about what had happened with the blue team, with the organization, and where we're headed next. So, I've recorded this video two or three times on different days, and I wanted to make sure that when I finally got it right and touched on every subject on how I wanted to touch on it and be as unbiased as possible, I decided that it kind of felt impossible. So what I'll do is I'll break it into two sections. I'll break it into section one, which will be just me talking about my CEO perspective, and then two, which will be me talking about a player perspective on what happened. So let's go ahead and talk about the Raz situation first. So a little while ago, Raz had just boiled over some senseless shit. Um, we talked to him about it and said that he was being one of the biggest distractions that this team had faced, and that it would be better for us to remove Raz from the team. So we removed him from the blue team, and placed him on a white team so he could finally be his own captain and do what he wished. And it was just senseless drama that was the upbringing and cause of that. So I feel like right now with Raz being on a break and me focusing on myself and this organization is really the cleanest and best thing to do right now. Number two is regarding everyone else in the black team who had left, and some new news I had just gathered today about one of the members who left is in communications with us right now. So let's talk about everyone leaving real quick. I had to pull my phone out for this so I can be very direct and give you guys just the source directly of pretty much what happened. So Kismet said she said that she wanted to leave the organization, that she felt like she didn't have a future here, and that she didn't see herself going anywhere because she has no support and stuck doing everything herself. Um, so a lot of this stuff really I can't identify from a CEO perspective because it was such personal hits. It was such I don't know. She just tried to make it into a personal situation that it didn't need to be. She could have just left. I mean, a reason would have been fine. Her saying that she felt stressed on this organization and that she felt like she would be more completed and just better off in general as a person if she had left, and I would have understood. But she turned it more personal towards myself, so that's just how things are. As a CEO, I wasn't bothered that Kismet had decided to leave, and I told all my players, and I continue to tell my players, if you have a problem on this team, talk to me so that I can find you a new organization, so I can trade you, so I can help you and help myself at the same time. Because here in the long run, I'm here to better my players. I'm here to give them a career and a future in esports. So I was fine with her leaving. The only thing that had really the only thing that had really bothered me about Kismet's departure from the organization was that one, it was really premeditated. She had this planned out before, and she's probably had it planned out for a while. And the fact that she continued to let me plan with this team and schedule tournaments and leagues and all of this shit with that team, it's just very frustrating because if you're doubting it, she should have just been upfront right away, been like, "Hey, I'm having problems. I don't know if we should continue further. If we can't, pass now." But even with herself having a sense of treason and wanting to create her team out of the current blue team, it was just so frustrating because we were planning and she had already had this planned and she just left us in the dead with nothing. At least the blue team she left. Uh, that's just how it was. As a CEO, I wish our organization the best. I even went out of my way to, I shouted them out on Twitter saying that this is them now. I hope they do well. Um, I continuously repeated that, I hope you do well. I hope you do well. I hope you do well. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck to her. And as a CEO, that's the best I could have done. That was the most I could have done to continue being respectful and continue being a leader. Not only the leader that the blue team needed, but a leader the organization needed. after taking a hit like that. But that's just how it is. I said it from the beginning. This is business, and a setback like that is minor. Um, it's happened before. Dreamz is pretty much Drastic 2.0, and we survived from last time and got better, and we'll survive from this time and get even more better. We're just continuing to grow and we're learning, and that's what the situation was for me as a CEO. Was a huge learning experience. It taught me to at least make sure my players are under contract so that they can't leave, without being traded or waived. And short contracts are just the best thing for esports players. It just makes the world go round, and it protects organizations from situations like this where a player treasons against their org and branches. So that's pretty much the basis of my CEO point. It's just that I learned from it. I hope they learn from it, and I hope to see them in the future. Hopefully, it lanes, and I just want them to be successful and prosper from just all this negativity. But the positivity that was from the CEO side is not on the JFAGG side. It's not on the player perspective. Um, now I'll have to now I'll finally touch on the personal situation of what happened. She said she was felt stuck doing everything herself, which was kind of blasphemous. I mean, I understood that there for the last 2 weeks that the YouTube thing was, her and that me and Raz weren't as consistent. But I checked the channel. I was the last one to upload. I uploaded on Twitter, or I posted on Twitter as much as Kismet posted on Facebook. And for her to say that was just kind of an outreach. It just felt really excused, and that there was obviously some other reasons that she didn't feel like sharing at the time. But I understood that. Um, Part two was that I told her that I had been consumed with the CS:GO team because they were our best team. That I felt like I haven't been taking care of my own so that we could prosper. I said once you start your own org, give me the Twitter and I'll give you a shout out. Good luck. It should have just died there. She should have been like, thanks, I appreciate it. After I said, good luck. But then she said, yeah, it's just I was tired of waiting around because we never did anything. Um, I was like, well, you repeated yourself. That was kind of, I don't know. Regardless, I said the biggest issue you'll face is not being vocal. Then my only issue with you now is one, instead of approaching me, you took the team and dipped. Two, you continue to let us plan after being doubtful in your stay. I said I was always vocal, communicated around you guys. To turn around and have me cut Raz and then leave me with no notice and no chance to build is a double slap in the face. But I respect your decision and I hope things go well. I was just tired of every time I tried to talk to you, you didn't join the party or answer my calls. Um, I'm sorry that I have a personal life. I had school. I went out of town, got a haircut, ate with some friends, and we talked about the future of Breathe and how we could set up more local lanes in an area that doesn't really have that much gamer support. There's not much I could have done about that. I'm not only trying to be a leader for my org, but a leader for my area. Um, no, I'm not going to say sorry because that's just childish. But regardless, I told her. She said, I'm annoyed all the hard work I put in and all the stuff that I do is not appreciated, which is completely false. I always told her, I thank you, and you're the reason we got this far, and I appreciate your work. That's just completely false. That I don't know why she said that. That was just a ridiculous shot in the dark. I guess I'm sure when after she said it, she probably thought about, well, that's not true. But anyway, I told her, I told you every chance I had, I appreciate everything you did. We both understand that a team breakup wouldn't be easy, but saying that I made my own org and after broadcasting everyone following is coincidence is false. I'm fine with y'all leaving. It happens. And I stated day one, it's just business. I'm not mad at all. I hope it'd be better for y'all because we had too many AR slayers and I wanted to play with the black team more because the mindset felt more professional, which it did. When I played with Kismet, they were all joking around a lot and it just wasn't a serious atmosphere. But anyways, I told her why I didn't answer and I told her I'm going to leave it at that. I hope y'all have good fortune with your team. And I removed her from my own social media so that I wouldn't be a distraction towards her and she wouldn't be a distraction towards me. Um, After that, it got extensively ridiculous because her little her friend I'm gonna call him Billy because I can't remember his I just can't remember his name. Um, anyway, Billy said that the uh, the team was never mine, that it was Kismet's team, and I just thought it was so funny. Like I was winded that he said that. It's just I don't know why it was so amusing to me. It's just so funny. I couldn't stop laughing because when you represent the Wolfpack, when you're part of Breed Nation, when you're on the blue team, you're no one's team but mine. They're on Dreamz now. That's Kismet's team. That's Kismet's organization. But when you're part of Breathe, when you're on my Breathe blue team, which is a jersey I'm wearing right now, that I'm the captain of, you're my team. Um, it was just kind of a shock because I'm sure Kismet was upset and was just being over dramatic about the whole situation. That she felt like she had to get at me in another way, and she had her, friend try to target me and direct a spark from me, and I removed him as well because it's just childish. Just leave it. Um, and yeah, I mean, if you wear this, if you represent this, you're my team. That's just kind of the bottom line of the situation. That's I don't know. It's just amusing that they'd go that far and try to throw some more shade. But anyway, now comes the situation with Brandon. Me and Brandon left things off on a really good note. He said that he was glad he got to play with us and that he appreciated everything. I told him it was likewise that I hope he has good fortune, and I just told him to stay woke because he's a good player, has a good mindset. He stays focused. So this evening he messaged me and said that he was leaving Kismet's team and coming to my team, and he immediately wanted to jump into being a social media manager, which I'm sure he understood that it's sketchy for me because Kismet has already done so much to go out of her way that I wouldn't be surprised and I wouldn't put it past her if she said, Brandon, will you please go to Breed Nation? Will you try to get their social media information so we can try to make their business harder for them to run? It's just when I first met Kismet, I wouldn't have expected this from her. But after she started hanging out with her Billy friend and just started this new mindset of trying to be a power freak, I apologize for that, and a control freak, it just kind of I'm putting nothing past her at this point. I feel like she'd stoop that low as to send Brandon towards our organization to try to make it harder for us. I feel like she'd be that childish to really reach out and go out of her way. But aside from my J Fade point of view, back towards my CEO point of view, I just want them to do well. I'd love to play them again. I'd love to see them again in lanes and other events. And as for that, we'll see if Brandon sticks along with us. If he runs with us, that's good. It gives us a sub because we have our fourth and we'll be playing, and it just gives us a little more wiggle room with the blue team. But anyway, don't worry about the blue team, guys. We're fine. We have four. We're practicing consistently. Myself and Raz are just recording videos constantly, and we're going to upload all of them at once and just set them as public so y'all have daily uploads, really good videos. And yeah, guys, I hate it came down to this, but I finally had to say it. I finally had to get off my chest so y'all understood what was going on, and so we were all on the same page. So it's been your boy Fade. I love y'all so much. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Please subscribe, like, comment, tell me how you feel about this whole drama thing going on. Peace.